Hey everyone, your host here, Richard Carthon, and we are at the Miami Crypto Experience. This is day 2, having an incredible time. Of course, I'm with my CEO here, Stephen Miller, and we have a special guest, Raina with Gilded. Raina, how have you been enjoying the Miami Crypto Experience?
It's more than I ever expected it to be, Richard. Thanks for having me. When, you've known us from the beginning. When we first started out with this, accounting for crypto, for businesses, it was so new. And now businesses are starting to change. The world is changing right in front of us. And, I've seen this before. I saw it with the internet. I grew up with no internet. There was no internet. We went to the library, and every progression that has gotten us here is mimicked exactly what went on in the beginning of real adoption on the internet. And we're seeing it all again. And it's a pleasure to be part of it this time.
I was going to say, that's just incredible to me. I mean, to be at on the doorstep of the true breakout, it's an enormous moment. And I mean, I can't help but just get really excited about it. And I mean, you can tell that there is an energy in the air here. We had a conversation with a good friend of the show yesterday, and he was really comparing it to the way that the culture is down here in Miami. It's just as vibrant as the actual crypto culture is.
There's more opportunity here. I mean, I went to World CryptoCon in Vegas and in 2017, and the opportunity there was paled in comparison to what we're seeing now. And at this conference, it's attracted more business people. I mean, business people trying to figure this out. And that it's a different road. It's a road that if you want to spend your crypto, right? If you want opportunities to actually use it, then the best way to do that is, accept it in your business. And once businesses start accepting crypto for payment, then us as individuals who have been, in this for a long time, some of us, can really start to see the power of the technology as it evolves.
Absolutely. And, I got to listen to your keynote, and we got to cover it, and I think you did an amazing job. And
Thanks.
it's, for everyone listening, that we had Raina on previously, and Gilded has been crushing it ever since. And one of the things you brought up is just basically the timing. So you built all of this during a bear market, and now we're in this current bull cycle, and it's starting to finally click for a lot of these businesses. Right place, right time, right tech, and a great moment. So kind of talk to the wave of success that's starting to come y'all's way.
So when we started this, every investor that we spoke to told us that our market was the size of a potato, right? There's no one's using crypto for businesses. But one thing we felt like we knew from the beginning was if this technology was going to take hold, businesses were going to adopt it too. And really, there's nothing stickier than accounting, because the last thing that most businesses want to do is change their accounting system, right? They go kicking and screaming from QuickBooks to NetSuite, right? Only because they have to. And that's a really difficult transition. So we knew that by getting in on the ground floor, we become part of their business. And for us, that's a great way to build. We don't have churn, right? We have people that come and test the solution and don't, sign up for paid version or what have you. But when we are part of your system and we educate your accountant, we educate your sales team, then we just become part of your business. And so that's what we're seeing today. In 2020, August of 2020 was our first $1 million month of invoicing through our platform. In Q1 of 2021, we did 10 million. So
congratulations.
The volume.
That's growth.
It's growth. In 2020, we signed our first 50 paying customers. And now in 2021, we're backed by the AICPA now. So that's the Association for International Certified Public Accountants. So we spent a lot of time educating accounting professionals, because the fact of the matter is, if you want to accept crypto in your business and your accountant says no, because they don't know how to deal with it, that's some finality right there, right? You don't go against your accountant because then you have to find a new accountant, right? That just is not, it's not feasible. So what we're doing is we're educating accounting professionals, teaching them how to use the software. We have an accounting partner program where we give accounting firms a free account so they can test it and get used to the software, and so they can recommend it to their clients. So outsource CFOs and things like that are really starting to embrace this as a new way to help their customers accelerate cash flow, right? What's more important for a small business than to accelerate cash flow? Because, for you and me, we talk about, we pay with a Visa card and, oh, well, that's instant. It's not instant for the business. It's only instant for you, right? The business doesn't get paid till days later. And then you have 90 days to dispute that transaction. So there's no finality there for up to 3 months after the transaction actually occurs. With crypto, that finality is today. And with a Gilded invoice, that finality is 10 minutes from now. So it makes a big difference in the flow of funds into your business when you know you have that money, right? And you can do things with it. You can plan for it. That's where your accountant comes in. They can help you make better decisions on what to do with that in your business. And I could go on forever about that.
No, I mean, look, it's actually an incredible thing because before cryptocurrency, I was in the consulting space. So when I'm working through QuickBooks and I'm handling my invoicing, I'm sitting there, working out, okay, am I going net 15 with this deal? What was in the contract? Am I going net 10? But what you're talking about with Gilded, it's making that immediacy so much more accessible, not just to the business, but to the entire network of businesses that cooperate. That's extremely powerful.
I agree.
So I would be absolutely remiss to not ask this question, but for those that weren't able to join us, can you tell us a little bit more about your session, what you went into in your keynote?
So I'm in this for the mission. I have been from the beginning. I'm not a developer. I'm not even a techie. I've been in B2B sales since the 90s. What I saw in this was not only the ability to empower individuals, but to empower businesses as well. And so my whole thing with this is we try to regulate away things like diversity, inclusion, wage gaps, and things like that. That's what we're trying to do today is regulate that away. But by empowering individuals to be their own boss, to start their own business, what we do, which is just a consequence of that, is we shrink the labor pool. And then businesses can't be so picky, right? They don't care about, oh, well, this is how much money you need to make. Yes, because you're competing with me starting my own business. So if I'm going to go work for you, you're going to pay me to do that because I can go make my own money. And when businesses or corporations, the evil corporations that we talk about, right? When the evil corporations are competing with being your own boss, then those things like diversity and inclusion and wage gaps, they take care of themselves.
And that's really important. And one of the things that we really go back to with cryptocurrency is empowerment, and also just making sure that people have the access to knowledge and also have the tools to move their businesses forward in ways that they ultimately wouldn't know even existed, right? And, when I first found out about Gilded and when it first got released, we actually used Gilded for invoicing. And so I've definitely have just through conversation, be like, hey, this is something you should check out. But one of the things that I think is very crucial here, and just like you said, has helped also with the growth and why all these businesses are coming to you and saying uniquely, like, oh my gosh, like here are ways that we can, I could utilize this, is you're saving people money. Can you just talk about that just for a second of how is it that Gilded is able to save all these businesses money?
So it starts with a time savings, really. Right now, if you've been in crypto for any length of time and you're not using Gilded, what are you using?
QuickBooks.
Spreadsheets. QuickBooks doesn't support crypto.
Correct.
Right? QuickBooks supports 2 decimal places. Every fiat software that is on the internet today supports 2 decimal places. It doesn't work for crypto. So when we talk to people, they have 7 spreadsheets. They spend their entire day on Etherscan or Block Explorer trying to translate that information into fiat so that their accountant can expense things properly. And the number one thing we hear from accountants is, when I ask my customer, what would you spend that 0.2 Bitcoin on last year? Right? Who remembers that? You have no idea. You don't know what you spent it on, and you don't know who it was to, because none of that information is on there. And that's what your accountant needs, so you can write expenses off on your taxes. And who wants to pay more in taxes, right? So the first thing that we save you is time, which we all know time is money. But let's say you used a QuickBooks invoice to send, your Bitcoin public key or ETH public key, right? So who's doing the conversion, right?
We are.
And if your customer is doing the conversion, right, then they're picking the best possible conversion rate that they can find. And they're going to tell you they found it on some exchange and, some obscure place. Well, Gilded has built that conversion into our invoices. So you price your invoice, you want to charge someone $5,000, right? At the time of payment, Gilded pulls a real-time spot price for that transaction. That is part of the invoicing solution. And they have 30 minutes to complete that payment. If they don't, then we force them to pull another spot price. And that protects you from that volatility. That's a huge time saving too. And that's a money saving. MassPay is another. We just launched it. I don't know if you guys saw the big release. So MassPay enables you to send a payment to up to 500 unique Ethereum addresses with one transaction fee. In addition, using Gilded sends out a notification email to every one of those 500, up to 500 people, and lets them know that they received your payment. So today our customers are using that for contractor payments. TrustSwap was our first customer to use it, and they saved over 60% on the gas fee.
That's incredible. That's a big deal.
I was about to
cool.
say, even just on the ROI alone with that, you have so much case.
He saved 9 hours to
That's
doing
unreal.
payroll.
That's
So
unreal.
yeah.
So
It's the power of the technology, Richard. We have only scratched the surface on programmable money.
right.
That's it. We've just started to scratch the surface, and there's a lot more we can do.
And there's more to come. And, two things with it, with all the growth, a lot of exciting things on the horizon, and I'm sure all that's to come. But, a couple of things I just want to ask real quick is, like, if you could give yourself some advice right now with all the knowledge you have back when you first got into Gilded and was first going through everything, even through Techstars, whatever, what wisdom would you impart to yourself?
Keep believing. Everyone told us we were wrong. People told us we wouldn't make it. There was no crypto in business. No business was going to use crypto. So we were going to be stuck. You were stuck in the freelancer market forever. Because that's the only people who would ever use crypto. Today, we have a public company that is using Gilded to pay their contractors, to pay their contract employees globally. So to keep believing, that's what I would tell myself.
So that absolutely blows my mind, though. Like the pieces of your story that like absolutely inspire me as somebody who's just been exclusively in the startup space for the last 10 years. It's incredible that you guys overcame people continually telling you no. But there's also that part in your journey where you are, incubated, right? I mean, you just brought it up with Techstars, and I have to just, I guess, ask the question, but like, at what point with even the mentor networks that you've had the pleasure of interfacing with, did you just have to effectively put your foot down and start seeking out mentors that you knew were on board?
Day one. So mentor madness. That's what you do with Techstars. The first 3 weeks, we met with 100 advisors, potential mentors through the program. And I'm talking about VPs of Citibank, and because Techstars network is massive, right? So one of the most memorable ones, we sat down with a gentleman and he said, so your tech is incredible. Love what you're doing. What you should do, though, is drop all the cryptocurrency stuff and just do this for real money. Right? And, we're 5 founders and we're all sitting around and we're just like every single one of us, our jaws dropped. So since day one, we have had to be very selective on our mentors. So one of the first paid advisors that we took on is Dr. Sean Stein-Smith. He's a doctor.
Shout out to Sean. He's been on the show. He's amazing.
Sean is amazing. And he and Garrett, his partner, really believed in us. And they also believed in the technology. And he's an academic. He's a teacher now. He's a Forbes contributor. And from the beginning, he's really been instrumental in working with Joey, our CFO, and our dev team. So our entire solution is built by accountants and developers. And the importance of that combination, because accountants and developers do not speak the same language. So, just figuring that out, how to translate this knowledge into an application that was usable for businesses, that's been the number one on our priority list from the beginning. We started off as just an invoicing tool, but in order for businesses to adopt this, we needed the accounting portion as well. And that's really they've been instrumental in creating that.
No doubt. Well, again, very excited for the journey. Glad you're able to get your mentors. Glad you believed in yourself. Just a reminder for everyone listening, keep believing in yourself. When people tell you no, just keep pushing through. Yeah. That's definitely a good life lesson, not just in crypto, but just in general. So definitely appreciate those 2 cents.
Can I say one more thing though?
Yeah.
All right. So this year, Gilded tokenized 10% of our equity in a continuous security offering, which is an upgrade to the safe that many startups raise on today. What is incredible about this is we've been able to allow our customers and users across the globe to contribute to our success and own part of our company. So we launched the GFI token in January. We've raised $500,000 to date. And I think 78%-ish of that are from our customers.
So for the people that are out there that are starting to understand that side of the investment space, can you clarify for them, is that actually having to do with accredited investors or is it open?
So we were already on the venture route. So the GFI token is Reg D in the US and Reg S overseas. So Americans have to be accredited, but there are no accredited investor laws in other countries. I have a customer in Bangkok and he's paying $99 a month for our software, but he invested $20,000 in our business through the GFI token. There's a quicker path to liquidity for investors. So there's a 1-year lockup, but then the token will be available on secondary exchanges after that.
Which is exciting. To break that down really quickly, usually with most startups, when you invest in something, the idea is to hopefully get your money back in 5 to 7 years, right? And hopefully at a 10x, like that's 8 to 10. That's the dream. But with this, you're able to get out in a year and potentially still have that potential in a year. Like that is so powerful.
It is. And so we have the threshold. So you can invest as little as $500. And you also have that, not necessarily the ability to get out, but we reached the 500,000 the other day. And now every new investment raises the price of our token. So now it was $5, it's been $5, and now it's at $5.04 or $5.05. So with every new investor, our earlier investors actually reap the benefits of that.
Which is incredible.
Yeah.
And, Raina, we really do appreciate you spending some time with us. It's always been a joy and a pleasure. Miami Crypto Experience has been amazing, and I'm glad that you were able to be a part of it and be a keynote, and we were able to take some of that. And everyone, if you're not listening, make sure you please go check them out. What are ways that people can connect with you and also connect with Gilded?
So we are at gilded.finance. We're at Gilded Finance on Twitter. And if you sign up for Gilded, there's a free account, and you're listening to this, send me an invoice for $500. We're picking one next week to pay. So we'll have one winner, $500 in Bitcoin. Only thing you need to put on there is a Bitcoin public key, right? That's all you need. And I just want to say really quick, if you guys don't know, I want to say thank you to Blockchain Wayne Marcel.
Shout out to Wayne.
Yes, for putting this together. They've done an incredible job, and yeah, I've loved being here. And Miami is awesome, by the way.
And one other quick throw to Wayne.
I love you guys. All right, sorry. I may mess up your video, but we need that. Love you.
Yeah.
Well, look,
That's
one
what
quick.
crypto's about, man.
I was gonna say
want one of those hats.
one quick throw to Wayne though, because there is some exciting breaking news out today. We are actually right now hearing the announcement that we're coming back for Miami Crypto Experience Part 2 in October. So
Right.
Wayne
V2,
can.
baby, V2. Miami Crypto Experience, October 27th, 28th, 29th, right here, same place in Miami. Leads right into Halloween weekend, so we're going to have a great time with that. Tickets are on sale right now on our event chain. The link's going to go out on social media shortly. Through this weekend, you can buy at a greatly discounted rate with cryptocurrency. If you don't know how to do it, get with somebody to help you and to show you how to make a purchase. And then after the weekend, it'll open up on our regular site. You'll be able to pay with credit card or whatever. But this is going to be our best value right now. And we're excited to have it happen again. Just so more people, so many people missed out on this one. We want to give it to more people. So make plans to be here around Halloween and dress as your favorite
Coin.
I was going to say something else, but yeah, your coin, your favorite coin. All right, cool.
So, and if you need to know if you need help paying in crypto and don't want to pay in boomer bucks, then give me a call because I'll help you with that.
Absolutely. And of course, for everyone listening, stay cryptocurrent.